to everyone. Once again, welcome to Geography class. This is the revision class. Today is 28th January 2021. We are going to revise the geography concept. First, this photograph is speaking to you that what we are going to discuss today. So, by seeing this photograph, you are clearly understanding that we are going to understand about the atmospheric condition of any area. So you can see here sunshine, rainfall, cloudy, windy and all. So dear cadet, we are going to see the revision of chapter number 4 from geography. Let's proceed. Chapter number 4, climate. Topic is revision. Today is 28th Jan 2021. Revision is very important for this chapter. Lots of important questions I am going to discuss with you, as well as the map work, how to do, we are going to see, and how to write the point 1's answer. Already this chapter in our explanatory video we had seen. So now we are going to see the gist part. Let's move. First, in the last 2 chapters, we have read about the landform and the drainage of our country, and these two of the basic elements that one learns about the natural environment of any area. In this chapter, you will learn about the third, that is the atmospheric condition. That means we are going to see about the weather and climate. The atmospheric condition, right, is different at different places. Next, question for you. Why do we wear woolen in December, or why it is hot and uncomfortable in the month of May? Why it's rain in June or in the July month? The answer to all these questions is very simple and easy. Now you are in 9th standard. In 6th standard also you studied about climate, weather, season. So here we are going to see about all the season and everything in this chapter, climate. So every area is having the different atmospheric condition. Every month is having the different atmospheric zone. Next, we are going to see about weather and climate. So what is climate? So climate here with this slide is speaking to us. Climate refers to the sum of the total of weather condition and a variation over a large area for a long period of the time, and the period is going to be more than 30 years. And weather in a very simple word we can understand about the day-to-day changes that we experience are referred to as weather. Weather is the state of the atmosphere of a particular or at the point of a time. Here we can understand about the atmospheric condition that describe the weather, including element which can be temperature, precipitation, pressure, wind and humidity. Next, moving further, we will see in that, just I placed the photograph which was speaking about the cold, hot, windy, calm, cloudy, bright, wet and dry. Next, on the basis of the generalized monthly atmospheric condition, the year is divided into seasons such as winter, summer and rainy. The world is divided into a large number of atmospheric regions, right? So here is another question for you. Do you know what type of climate of India has and why it is so? So we are going to see in this chapter, we have divided this whole chapter into 3 segments. The 3 segments we are going to see. First segment we are going to talk about the climatic control. After that we are going to see about the phases of monsoon, advanced monsoon and mechanism of monsoon. After that we are going to see this another chapter, the season, and why the monsoon is called as a unifying bomb. Lastly, in the 3rd segment, we are going to see the map work and the important question of this chapter. So this slide is clearly speaking to you. Do you know? So what you should know, or what you should know. The word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mosam, which literally means season. Monsoon refers to the seasonal reversal in the wind direction during a year. So 1 marks question can be there. The word monsoon is derived from which language? Right? So Arabic can be there, or the word monsoon derived from Arabic word means what? Right? Next, the climate of India is described as the monsoon type. So what is the climate of India, or what is the type of climate is India is having? So your answer is monsoon type. In Asia, this type of climate is found mainly in the south and southeast. Despite an all over unity in a general pattern, there are different variation, climatic condition, right? Precipitable region variations. Okay, let us take two important elements, temperature and precipitation. Precipitation we can have means rainfall. Examine how they vary from place to place and season to season. Next, for example, if we are taking the example of Rajasthan here, right, and Jammu and Kashmir, so the time difference you can easily understand, right? Then Dras, then Thiruvananthapuram. Next, the climate is different at the different areas. During a year, the weather changes in the cycle, in a cyclic change in the atmospheric conditions, which can be called as the season. So you can understand this one. Next, the factors which are responsible for this, we are going to understand them. Okay. Then this is about the different state, that means the different region, and the atmospheric condition is different at the same climatic condition. Somewhere is the rainfall is more, somewhere is less, right, according to the physiographic feature. In general, coastal area experience less contrast in the temperature, so there will be a moderate climate. These variations have given a rise to variety in the lives of people. In the terms of food habit we can speak, the clothes they are wearing, and the kind of the house they are living in that. Next, the factors that are affecting the climate of a place are called as a controls. So we are going to understand about the 6 major controls of the climate of any place. So what are they? They are representing on the slide. Latitude, altitude, pressure, wind system, distance from the sea, ocean current, and relief feature. So one by one we are going to understand this point. Next, first, altitude. This already I had explained to you. So what is altitude? So altitude is another factor which control the climate of a place. Altitude refers to me that in very simple way, that means I am talking about height. Altitude refers to the height of a place above the sea level. The higher one travels into the troposphere, the lower the temperature becomes. The rate at which the temperature drops is known as the lapse rate. Next, it can be having the variation is in air temperature control and the pressure and the wind system of the place. So as ones go from the surface of the earth to the higher altitude, the atmosphere become less dense and the temperature decrease. This already we had seen in the 6th standard when we were talking about why mountaineers are carrying the oxygen cylinder on their back. Are you remembering that? The pressure and the wind system depends on the latitude and altitude of the place, thus it influences the temperature and rainfall pattern. The sea exerts a moderating influence on the climate. As the distance from the sea increases, its moderating influence decreases and people experience extreme weather condition. This condition is known as a continentally, that is very hot during the summer and very cold during the winter season. Next, ocean currents. So what are ocean currents? Already you are knowing about that in my explanatory video. Already we had seen in very detailed one. I am not going into the detail. This slide is focusing about ocean current. What are ocean current? Along with the onshore of the wind affect the climate of the coastal area. For example, any coastal area with a warm or a cold current flowing past it will be warmed or cooled if the wind are onshore. Finally, relief to play a major role in determining the climate of a place. Okay, so relief feature, as we are seeing, the high mountain acts as a barrier for cold and hot wind. They may be causing the precipitation if they are high enough and lie in the path of the rain bearing wind. Next, factor affecting India's climate. So now we are going to see, after seeing the climatic control, 6 climatic control, we are going to see about the factors which are affecting India's climate. So Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of the country, right? Then it is dividing India into almost 2 equal parts, and which is characterizing that is the tropical as well as subtropical. Next, altitude. India has mountain to the north and their height is more, around 6,000 meter above, and India also having the coastal maximum elevation is about the 30 meter. So here we are seeing how Himalaya is acting as a barrier and preventing us the cold wind coming from the Central Asia. Okay. Next, pressure and winds. So wind system and pressure, we are here understanding the climate and associate weather condition in India are governed by the following atmospheric condition. First, the pressure and the surface wind. Second, the upper air circulation. And the third one is the western cyclonic disturbance and tropical cyclone. Next, India lies in the region of northeasterly wind. These winds originate from the tropical high pressure belt of the northern hemisphere. They blow southwards, get deflected to the right due to the Coriolis force and move towards the equatorial low pressure area. Generally, these winds carry the little moisture as they originate and blow over land. Therefore, they bring little or no rain. Hence, India should have been an arid land, but it is not so. Let us see why. The pressure and the winds condition over India are unique during the winter, and then you can understand how the high pressure and low pressure is created and how the monsoon wind are entering in India. So the air pressure we had seen. Next point we are going to see about the advanced monsoon or the mechanism of monsoon. Okay, this all is also about the same one, right? Upper air circulation, where we are talking about jet stream and all. What are jet stream, right? And how they affecting the climate. So this question already I asked you in the examination also. Please go through that. Then western cyclonic disturbance. Next, So, the climate of India is strongly influenced by the monsoon wind. So, monsoon wind. Now we are going to see about the mechanism of monsoon. Okay. The climate of India is strongly influenced by the monsoon wind. It refers to a season in which the wind system reverses completely. We can speak about the monsoon are experienced in the tropical area roughly between 10 degree north to 20 degrees south. They benefit from the reversal of the wind and came by sailing ship by the mercy of the wind. So this was the phenomena used by the Arab people who had also come to India as a trader, named this seasonal wind as a monsoon. That wind system. So figure 4.1 is speaking about arrival of monsoon. Here you can see about how the wind system is moving, right? Atmospheric condition over the Indian subcontinent in the month of January. Another photograph, figure 4.3, atmospheric condition over the India subcontinent in the month of June. Here the wind you have seen, now they had turned, right? This curve you are seeing, right? This is the arrival of monsoon. Just now I stated about this 20 degree north and 20 degree south. Next, this part already we had seen the mechanism of the monsoon. So various atmospheric conditions influence the monsoon wind. The first condition is that the heating and cooling of the land and water. Second one is ITCZ. Third one is the pressure of the presence of the high pressure area. Next, fourth condition. During the summer, the Deccan Plateau gets intensely heated, resulting in a strong vertical air circulation, that means the air currents, and high pressure over the plateau about 6 km above the sea level. Next, the fifth one develops during the summer, the movement of the westerly jet stream to the north of the Himalaya and the presence of tropical easterly jet stream over the Indian peninsula. So what is the reason is clear to you. So you can see here the intertropical convergence zone. This all has been placed there. So finally by this there will be changes in the pressure over the southern ocean also affect the monsoon. So this whole phenomena is that. After that we are going to understand about the arriving of monsoon, right? The monsoon arrives with a sudden downpour of the rainfall that continues for several days, which can be called as the burst of monsoon, the burst of the monsoon, right? After that we will see about the advanced monsoon and retreating monsoon. So this was that. This was the oscillation features of El Nino. Please go through it. This is very important. And finally, we are going to revise in the upcoming point of this chapter about the climatic control, factors which are affecting the India's climate, the word monsoon, right? Definition of climate, definition of weather. Please write it down and do some revision part, write something in the notebook chapter wise. Lastly, I want to thank to each and everyone for watching the video. Till then, be safe and secure at your home. Still you are feeling any doubt and difficulty, you can ask to me. I can understand by seeing the video all the concept cannot be understand. You require interaction. Lot many students, they are interacting on a WhatsApp and they are getting clarification of their doubts and difficulty. If you are still facing any doubts, you can ask to me. Thanking to each and everyone. Jai Hind.